Today is one of the craziest days in crypto ever, and many people will not even know why. But the long story short is that Bitcoin today hit a new highest price, a new all-time high for Bitcoin today, and it's absolutely massive. But since altcoins did not follow along just quite yet, many people are not realizing just how bullish things are. And we on the channel have been saying for a while that it's basically been time. The moment Bitcoin broke 95, I was quite certain that things were about to turn for the better, which is also, but anyway, we're getting to a time where you can't really just not watch your screen anymore because there's so much going on right now. Really, it's absolutely crazy. But anyway, I was trying to say, I just got quickly distracted by the fact that there's so much going on, that the moment we broke 95,000 is also exactly the same time where I opened my bots. And if you've been watching the channel over the past few weeks, you've probably realized just how amazing this strategy has been, because obviously we're in an immense amount of profit. And it's kind of funny how the Bitcoin bot also just turned around significantly. Now, again, depending on when you joined, some of the bots might actually be at a bit of a loss, but it's all part of the plan. Again, what I've explained before is that it doesn't really matter too much when you open them up, as long as you buy significantly in case the price starts going against you. Like with this one right here. The only problem is with this specific bot, I can't buy more because this is a challenge to only invest once and basically keep reinvesting it over time. We right now have to bear with a minus $5,000 though, but hey, it's okay because this will all turn back around. But for most of these bots, you can see the grid profits are increasing. If we take a look at my XRP bot, the main one, you can see it's actually $4,000 by just buying low and selling high, besides the actual investment being about $20,000 in profit or so, 17.5K. And with the Bitcoin one, it's slightly less, only 1,100 in grid profits. That's again because Bitcoin actually has been less volatile than XRP, just, different time. And XRP went a bit crazy for just a few days, but now it's back to quiet. Bitcoin is going absolutely crazy, but then again, the percentages on Bitcoin are not that amazing. Now, as of this point, if you're also running these bots, of which there's a link down below to sign up, the first link, then another link for getting yourself some nice bonuses, and then a lot of links to just copy the bots. I'm going to change this all. There's right now a bot dashboard where you can see all my bots to copy at once. You can see the performance of them, the total P&L that we've made on them and how long they've been running, etc., etc. So this is actually also a very nice overview they just integrated. So you can literally see exactly how I'm doing just by going towards this link. As you can see, it has every single one of my bots in there, so you can verify everything for yourself if you want to do so with the data. But obviously, I also showcase it in my video. But it's just to show you how actually amazing this has all been, because I keep talking about it every single day, but people still don't understand why, right? It's because it's been that good. It's literally the best thing I've ever seen in crypto. I keep emphasizing just how good it is. But besides that, with regard to XRP, we've actually not broken out of the structure in any way, shape, or form. Actually, matter of fact, so we had ourselves the breakout, which is basically the escape from the short-term downtrend, right? We all remember that. Then afterwards, we had ourselves the first resistance, which we crossed after a initial rejection. Then we got towards the second and most important rejection, got ourselves a triple top, fell back down, basically came back down to support. This previous top is what we came back down to. And right now we're basically hovering around there for the most part, waiting for Bitcoin or any other altcoin really to make that decisive move. Because right now a lot of altcoins are moving, sure, but they're not moving really. When you look at Ethereum, it's also down 1% throughout the day. When we take a look here, Bitcoin, yes, is the only one that's breaking out and moving. Yesterday, officially, we saw Bitcoin have its highest daily candle ever, and today most likely we will set even yet another record. We already confirmed though that on the weekly, this is again the week, since last week was green and made a new all-time high, that we basically established that this is about to go crazy. But if we're taking a look at the shorter term for XRP, this is actually the 4-hour chart. What was interesting is how XRP did decide to break out, went for a crazier move, then fell right back down, and right now it's basically trending neutrally. Basically meaning that we had ourselves a breakout on the short term, beautiful break of structure, but then actually decided to come back down. But in the meantime though, we did hit about 243 in XRP, and right now back to 237. It's interesting how volatile we actually are without really noticing it. But there's a few people that are most likely noticing it very, very significantly. And one of those people is one of the most trendy people right now in crypto. I'm not sure if it's been confirmed if the Twitter handle is really the same person that's trading. I'm not sure if that's been confirmed, but well, we can confirm the trades, meaning we do not know if the person posting saying, hey, this is me, is actually him. What we do know, though, is that the trades really are being placed. Why? Because you can confirm everything if you want on Hyperliquid yourself. It's just some decentralized futures exchange. Doesn't matter, the exchange itself, it's not relevant. All we know is that this person was on a crazy good spree. And when I say crazy, I mean he was up in just a few days, $25 million. And it doesn't matter how much money you got, $25 million is a lot. And all of a sudden, because, well, he decided to play dice one more time, he opened a so let me take you a step back, right? He opened like a $50 million long with 40x leverage, something like that. Then he went another, he opened another, he went crazy. A crazy spree of proper trades, was up $25 million in a few days. Then decided to go basically all in. I'm not sure if that's his all in. Opening a 40x, right? $1 billion trade, long on Bitcoin, with the liquidation price very tightly because obviously it's 40x. And then the price started to fall back down from the high, which is obviously interesting to watch. And he went from plus 25 million to minus 4 million in just 30 minutes after that play. So again, you can see his account and the growth curve. He afterwards was actually minus $10 million, and was said, you got to be off your nut if you're enduring this much volatility. If you can handle this, you got to be a little bit, you know, the R word. You got to be a little bit retarded, a little bit, you know. Anyway, but Holistic says $40 million swing in an hour, built different. If you think about it, to go from plus 20 million to minus 20 million in an hour, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I think you got to be made of some different cloth. Like, I'm literally batshit crazy when it comes to these trades, right? But to go from plus 25 to minus 20 million in like an hour, no, I couldn't do it. Nope. Ain't nothing in this world that prepares you for this type of move. Nope. Liquidation price for his $1 billion, for his $25 million, I guess, to just be fully gone. Well, more, I guess. 104,000, 103.7 to be exact. And again, the reason that's so scary is because he basically placed it at Pico top, and then the price all of a sudden fell back to like 106. So that might, to a lot of people, not be a big deal. But if you're $1 billion short, long, and all of a sudden the price falls 3%, well, that's basically that's $30 million down. But it seems that because he placed this trade, 103.7 thousand is the new magnet, they're going to try to take him out, obviously, which is most likely what that candle was for. But damn, just the fact that, nah, man, you can't make this stuff up. James Wynn is the account. Again, we're not 100% sure that this is really him. At least I have not confirmed it yet. He's just changed his profile picture, though, and has gone a bit crazy on the scale. People have said, no, this has been known. It's an account that's like run by a fund and this and that and this, that. Matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it, mostly I personally don't believe the account that we're seeing right here and the trading account are actually connected, but it could be, you know? But then again, a lot of people seem to credit him for it, so hey, maybe it's real. All right? I just do not know for sure. All I know is he's the most talked about person on crypto Twitter over the past day or so. And, well, insanely profitable until a bit earlier today. But depending on his newest price, it could also just be that people are saying that this one is a LARP fake account and that this one is the real one. I don't know. Another popular account, DefChart, said he's not sure if this account is really just a Hyperliquid industry plant. You know, it could also be Hyperliquid themselves just to make it really, really popular, for example, or just freaking crazy in the brain. It makes no sense to have such a large position on a single high leverage exchange account, whatever you can call this, where literally any exchange or bigger player can just hunt you. Godspeed to him, though. And Trader CC says maybe he's actually hedged on a centralized exchange. And then the counter was, how much freaking money does he have? Still, it's truly crazy to trade like this if you think about it. The counter is, again, it could theoretically speaking be Hyperliquid team, again, hedging themselves on, for example, Binance or whatever other exchange that's got some deep books, or maybe through a portal or terminal, I should say. Just, you know, let's call it aggregating it while having their main long. But there's a lot of different things they could be doing. There's a lot of different things that are stupid about it regardless. It's an interesting situation, though. There's, by the way, another dude who's shorting the living crap out of Bitcoin now at the exact same time, like also hundreds of millions with some significant differences. Somebody said this way. It's interesting, man. This whole situation is really, really interesting. Just the entirety of Twitter is talking about this. Some people, I'm not sure this is in this case here, a fake account or not. Because with some of these accounts, it's very hard to know if they're sarcastic or not. But in this case here, what this person said is that it's very convenient that this account was previously funded by Alameda before following his account, also finding Pepe at $300,000 market cap in 2023. And that's basically also partially because he has a meme coin in his bio. And, you know, an interesting question is, if you've got some risk profile along the lines of, you know, longing $1 billion, why would you promote a meme coin also? Now, again, I can't state that it's because it's all one big push for the meme. It could also be he's literally got a, you know, a little crazy part of his brain that means he's got only, and I'm using the word only in a very strange way here, but I'm going to say he only has $50 million. You open along with it to act as $1 billion, in this case with leverage, and all of a sudden now he's basically on the end thinking, well, but I could also make $10 million off of a meme. So, you know, he's basically increasing his net worth still by like what, 20%? Maybe he can make more if he gets another Pepe going, especially if he's getting this much interest and attention because of the $1 billion position. Maybe if he gets another Pepe, he can actually make $100 million, so tripling his net worth just because of the meme for risking, you know, or after risking 50 million, if you get my drift. But then again, he also, I think, assumes to make money on it. It's just a very strange situation. Let's just keep it at that. Regardless of the bot trading strategies, not that much has changed still. Most of them are an insane amount of profit, still doing amazing. And I'm not really doing too much until altcoins start to pop off, which could be very soon here though. Today, only thing I've been doing is just preparing myself for the moment that altcoins go crazy. I've obviously set the bots up already properly, but I need a whole lot more. Like, I need almost every single altcoin that exists to be in here, because right now there's still too many lacking, and I'm missing out a lot of great profits on them. But of course, the reason I'm not going all in is because, well, if the price starts going down, you also have to be able to bear with the downside, right? So if I go all in on the bots all of a sudden, I also want to be able to buy the dip in case it does happen. And from the way it looks, right, since we already got ourselves a pretty good allocation in, if prices do start going up significantly, we still have a pretty good benefit off of it. It's only ETH that I wish I opened a normal position for instead of just a 5 or 7K bot. That's the only one I wish I would have just done normally. But for the rest, I think everything looks pretty solid, just the way I like to see it. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for right now. My camera's a bit laggy, I see now, but hey, I'll fix it later. Yeah, it's gonna be some interesting stuff. Man, I'm also trying some more vloggy things, so maybe some of that stuff will be coming along over the next few weeks. I'm just making some videos. I have no plans for it. It's not like I'm planning things out. It's just I go to so many cool places. Just now I'll be going to the Formula 1 in Monaco. I think also you guys might like to see some stuff there. I don't know what to film though, but hey, I'm trying some stuff out. Could be cool. I'll see you guys again in another video somewhere later today, maybe if something crazy happens.